April was a busy month for us, and that means you're in for a packed program tonight. Because of all the long weekends, myself, Philip Iguana, and the rest of the team are also keeping you company on a Wednesday night this time round. So, what's on the menu tonight? Well, let's start with breakfast. It's always fun to drop in on our friends at XPEL South Africa, but this time we didn't just send our camera crew, we took some BMW Club Gauteng members along.
Good morning everybody, we at XPEL today. XPEL is one of our sponsors in the club. They apply protective film to cars and wrapping of cars. They've been one of our major sponsors. They sponsor our track days as well. We're sharing time with them and a little bit of some snacks here for breakfast. From here we're moving across to Maggie's farm, which is off the Lanceria road, so it's quite a nice highway drive all the way there for us to stretch legs and things like that. Maggie's, the food is good. It's the old home of the chicken pie. Chanchado is lovely. Going back to who's on the run, we've got quite a few cars here today that are rare. We've got an M4 CS, we've got an M2 CS, there's a Porsche guys here. Behind me, as you can see, there's an i8. To the right of me, there's an E46 M3, so it's a nice turnout and going to be a nice day for this our summer-spring run.
What?
Hi guys, and welcome to XPEL South Africa by Custom Protection Products. We're the authorized distributor for XPEL in Southern Africa. And it's great to have the BMW Club here today. We're going to take the guys around for the bit of the back-end operational side of the business. Everybody thinks that we just put film on cars, whereas we actually do ceramic coatings, window films and so forth as well. And people think it's just something very simple, but there's actually quite a operational technicality, complex system and processes behind everything before the film actually gets put onto the vehicles, all your windows, etc. So looking forward to giving some educational input and changing some perceptions potentially, and letting people know that it's not as simple as meets the eye.
We don't think Maya could educate Robin about what season we're in, but after some coffee and breakfast, it was time to see what they do at XPEL South Africa. With the touring party split into two groups, Lonnie, Mayo, and their team provided a detailed look at their full range of products, the entire process from walk-in to application, and why XPEL's range of protection products is rated as the best in the world.
So one of our special club members who eats quite a lot, I'm sure you all can guess who it is, and he loves pies, so hence we chose the home of the chicken pie, and you'll see he'll eat the pack getting there to get his chicken pie first before all of us.
Shut up.
After grabbing another coffee to go, it was time to hit the road. Like Robin promised, this was indeed a nice long piece of road, predominantly consisting of the highway, for us to enjoy the power of ours. Of course, while keeping to the legal speed limits. Just over 50 kilometres later and we reached our destination, a tranquil little farmyard with a host of shops and a restaurant where we could enjoy the afternoon with some friends next to the dam.
Okay, so we finished off at Expel on our lunch run. We've now landed up at the House of the Chicken Pie. Everybody got here with a good run. There were a couple of roadblocks, but we managed to all go through them safely. We're now going to have some good food. I think the chicken trinchado is wonderful here, and it's been a good fun day for everybody. All safe here and landed safe. Thank you.
This is the perfect place for Bernard to work on his corner weights, because he can at least have a pie of 6 or 10. And probably make no difference to him, but anyway.
Whatever the reason for digging in, everyone certainly had a lunch worth digging into. Shane even found a nice spot for a post-lunch nap. Not for long though, because we discovered an ice cream shop. Events like these are what the BMW Car Club Gauteng is all about, learning a lot about our partners like Expel South Africa and spending a relaxing Sunday with friends. And while Robin can't find spring on the calendar, we'll take his attempt at finding us a spring of water. The persistent rain in Gauteng has resulted in the 2025 Angela's Picnic event being washed out. However, the organisers will announce a new date in due course. Andreas Meyer, Nicholas Fischer, Leon Loebscher, and Renier Smith. Apart from all being recent BMW M Performance Parts Race Series champions, there is also something else that they share. BMW Car Club Gauteng provides its members with a host of opportunities to enjoy their BMWs. While some are happy to drive their cars on events like the lunch run we just saw, display them at our annual Concours d'Elegance, or enjoy them on the skid pan, there are those with a larger hunger for speed. This is why we also host regular track days to provide our members with a safe environment to push their cars to the limit. From our track days, there are those who take up the challenge to compete in our BMW M Performance Parts Race Series. This is where Andreas, Nicholas, Leon and Renier come in. Our recent champions also started their circuit careers as participants on our track days. Now, we can keep showing you archive footage and drop names, or we can take you on this journey with someone who is starting it now. So, meet Sashlin Naidu. Until now, you've seen him hitting a few golf balls, being one of the last in the late-night crowd at Clarence, and always lurking around in the background at our events. A current BMW Car Club Gauteng committee member, Sashlin is a passionate BMW enthusiast. Whether he'll raise some championship silverware in future remains to be seen, but it's only possible when you take that first step. Let's join Sashlin on this journey.
Okay, cameras are rolling, so ready to go when you are.
Great. Now, first of all, I think just thanks for you gentlemen for popping in to my little world over here in Santon. It's been quite fun and quite exciting starting this morning, knowing that I'll be able to share such an educational story with you guys, our journey, as you can say, and being part of the club and being able to do this for the club is more than just exciting. Knowing that we're going to go on this journey on what being a beginner racer is, and moving over to learning everything from the rules of racing to actually knowing how a race car works, and what makes it a race car, and all the way to having fun on the track. That's the most important thing. And that's the most exhilarating part that's to come. And this is where we start. Being in cars, or being a car enthusiast actually for like numerous years, and getting the opportunity to do this is something that's really overwhelming. Knowing a lot about the parts race series and the XPEL time trials, you learn that racing is quite thrilling on its own, though there's a lot more components that go through it. Namely the safety regulations, the driving, the components of the car, the driver itself, and just camaraderie around just the team, team support that comes with it. It's never a one-man job. So having people around you, the support that all comes with it, it has its own culture, and going to be looking forward to that. Another great thing about being a beginner racer is that you have so many great mentors out there that are already so experienced in racing. Being able to just sit down and talk about their journeys on what racing is about and what got them into it, what got them so excited into racing, is just an amazing story on its own. Each racer has their own exciting journey to share with us. So that's such a big plus, knowing that you're well taken care of. Going around a track with them just to show you and basically hold your hand while they're basically holding both their hands on their steering on what it's like to go around the track, knowing your limits, knowing the car's limits, and that's something that you don't normally get. I guess while doing that, continually learning in that aspect teaches you how to manage your pressure, challenges, and at the same time upskilling yourself on being more experienced around the track. So apart from the race series that we have, the XPEL time trials that we do, this is also about giving back to the community to create the awareness that we have. We are able to actually teach others that are willing to come and learn and see what our club is all about, what racing is all about, and we always look forward to doing CSR work, teaching schools and young kids about what racing can be, and hopefully help them pursue racing at a younger age. Part of the journey would include us meeting with Pablo Clark Racing, where we will be learning advanced driving with them for the day and showing off what their courses are all about, from a full day beginner's course to the half day beginner's course all the way to a full day experienced driving course. We will then be moving over to HES Dunlop, where you'll be able to get your attire, your race suit, fireproof race suit, and a helmet, and your race shoes. All those are regulation based, so you have to wear them. There's also XPEL that we will be visiting, who does foam protection on your vehicle's paint. It's really important that you have that around a racetrack with a lot of tar and debris and marble stones that get kicked off from other vehicles, or just you driving around the track. So as we go ahead with this journey, just want to know that I want to share the lessons and the persistence of what a beginner racer is all about, and the knowledge that within each race will come with its own challenges, but to share with you, the viewer, on how exciting it is. And there is a route to learn something new. If you're passionate about driving, if you really want to understand what racing is about, more than just seeing it on TV, whether it's Formula One or rally racing, or just watching a DTM race on TV, come and see this, come and experience this for yourself, come and be exhilarated on what racing is in South Africa. And I'm actually very proud to start this journey, and I'm looking forward to sharing every bit of it with you. I am looking forward to experiencing this year with being part of the XPEL time trials and getting into the actual racetrack in the race series amongst Bernard and Varish, and hopefully take a win and steal Bernie's wave. I guess all that's left is to take this to the racetrack. Looking forward to seeing you there. Today's a very special day where I'm going to be learning about the track, learning the lines, learning the rules and regulations, coming up from a car enthusiast and learning to start the journey into becoming a beginner race driver. Actually a beautiful day today. Been going around the track with a few of the race drivers, learning the corners, knowing when to brake, when to gear change, and it's been absolutely amazing. Being part of the club and being part to show all of you about what it's like through this journey, and I'm very, very excited.
So today I took session around the track, just to give him some basics. From the beginning, taught him about the seat positioning, which is very important. You've got to sit in the car. Your arms cannot be stretched while you're driving. You've got no control while it's stretched. Basically just showed him how to sit in the car nicely. We went around a few turns, showed him everything has to be done before you start turning into the corner. You brake, you gear down, you get ready to turn. As you turn, then you accelerate out the corner. Rule of thumb, slow in, fast out. So I got to show him that. Took him around, showed him a few corners, showed him what happens when you brake too late and overshoot the corner. What happens? You are totally out of control. So he understood that, and I think good things to come.
It's a very interesting project, and I think a very nice project with Sashlin, to take somebody who's got the passion and the drive and the chutzpah to actually jump into a car and want to improve his skills. We come to time trial, we put him in a car, he goes as passenger, then he migrates to driving and getting into the seat himself, learns some skills, does some theory. We've got coaches, and I think it's a good platform for any club member, anyone who's got that drive, that enthusiasm, who wants to get onto the track and they want to improve their driving skills and their race skills, their race craft, but without really going full into racing. And then obviously as you develop your skills and you get better and better, like Sashin is going to do as he goes through the process, you then can work your way into the race series where it's proper, door-to-door, proper racing, and have some great fun doing it. So I think it's a very exciting project that we're embarking on, and it's going to be nice documenting it with Sashlin, and I think it's going to be something that any club member, you can see the process we follow, and if you are keen and you want to do the same thing, you're welcome to come along for the ride.
Yeah, so after interesting start with the weather being a bit dull and a bit of rain, during the day it cleared up quite nicely, track dried up perfectly for everyone to go on, and then as you can see behind me there's rain again, so panned out quite nicely for today. Learned a lot of great things from the drivers today, taking on apexes, knowing how to down change gears, and just having fun overall. Really looking forward to the rest of the journey, and obviously hoping you would follow me through with this on the next steps, on the next track day for our BMW time trial.
From Sashlin wanting to race to round 3 of our BMW M Performance Parts race series at the Kyalami Grand Prix circuit. Andre van Veen headed up the grid for the first Class D E and F race, having taken the ATS Motorsport Pole Position Award on Friday. He headed up Paolo Cavalieri and Michael Hobler in Class D. Claudio Jardim had pole in Class C from Eddie Rodriguez and Tihan van Rooyen, while Zahir Sidat started ahead of Gerald Anthony and Kian Budaya in Class F. Let's get the race day going. Such an amazing sight, seeing a bustling group of BMWs heading towards Turn 2. Due to a packed program, all regional roster races were run over 20 minutes instead of a set number of laps. A few anxious moments as Mostert struggles for grip and Ferdy van Staden spins around as the pack goes by. Van Veen looks strong at the front of Class D with Cavalieri, Mario Hutting, Kobler and Trevor Long in pursuit. First lap completed in anger and Hutting passes Cavalieri for second place. In Class C, Rodriguez headed up Tihan van Rooyen and Karabo Malamela. Back with the Class D field on lap 3, where Davy Willefear is battling for 8th place with Neil Reynolds and Eugene Hoos. At the front of the class, Hutting, who passed Cavalieri, was jostling for the lead with Van Veen. Back in Class E, and Heinz Bozé, in his second track taxi outing in 2 years, is 6th. Lap 4, and Willefear again fends off Reynolds in what has now become the battle for 7th in Class D after Richard Gernolds retired. What's happening here? Seems like a problem for Hutting as he's slowing down and dropping to the back of Class D. However, Hutting's absence didn't push Van Veen back into the lead as Devil Smith leads the way in Class D on lap 5. While Malamela and Mostert battled for second place, Rodriguez was able to build a comfortable margin at the front of Class E. On to lap 7 and the final corner. Smith takes the flag but broke into Class C, which handed Van Veen his maiden Class D win. Cavalieri and Grobler completed the podium. Rodriguez won Class E. Mostert took the runner-up spot. Jardim completed the podium. We didn't see much of the Class F action, but Budaya took his maiden win with Sidat second and Anthony third. Next up, the first Class A, B and C race. Ryan Naka took the Dunlop pole position ahead of Sab Galtieri in his fire-breathing V8. At this point, the Class B field was down to 3 entrants, but Anton Pommerschein, Renier Smith and Andre Asmeyer were still eligible for full points. Debutant Stefan Snijders headed up Class C from Hein van der Merwe and Nishal Singh. Some furious sounding M-Power as they started the race, with Naka leading the pack through the opening series of corners. It didn't take Pommerschein long to start mixing it up with the Class A field. Lap 2 with Naka leading Galtieri, Loubser and Bob Neal in Class A. Pommerschein headed up Class B from Smith, with Class A's Fabio Fedetto between them. Maya in third had an issue and was getting passed by the Class C field. On lap 3, Singh passed van der Merwe for the lead of Class C. Whatever issue Maya had, he could still continue and hang on to third place in Class B. By lap 4, van der Merwe had retaken the Class C lead. Lap 5 and Naka with a commanding lead over Galtieri in Class A. Pommerschein well in control of Class B. Snijders, well, something was cooking for too long in that engine bay. His car struck in a dangerous position, resulted in an early checkered flag, with Naka beating Galtieri and Loubser in Class A with 6 laps completed. Smith passed Pommerschein in the final corners for the Class B win, with Maya further back in third. Van der Merwe took Class B from Singh and Nick Naidu. The afternoon brought some more sunshine, so let's jump into the second Class D, E and F race. Bernard de Gouveia led the field off the line, but Gernot already looked to have some issues with his engine bay lid flapping up and down. More trouble up ahead though, with contact between Long and Cavalieri, which eliminated them both from the race. While all this went on, Grobler snuck into the lead of Class D, but not for long, as de Gouveia retook the position heading into Clubhouse. Mostert had the lead in Class E. The track taxi was smoking due to damage from contact between Van Rooyen and Bose. As the leaders passed the stricken cars of Cavalieri and Long on lap 2, Craig Herbst and Olerato Sekudu battled for 4th place in Class D. The Class E lead battle was also hotting up between Mostert, Malamela and Rodriguez. Rodriguez passed Malamela for second going down the mine shaft, only for the pair to trade places again into Crocodile. Jardim ran wide out of the final corner with that wall very close to him. Lap 3 and Sekudu goes 4th in Class D by passing Herbst. Up the road, de Gouveia still led Grobler. Quite sure this is not what Johan Miller had in mind when he made his braai plans for Saturday evening. His car caught a light going out of Crowthorne. Thankfully, no injury to him, but this did see the safety car deployed. Not that there's no entertainment while the safety car is out, it gave Van Rooyen a chance to practice his Bernie wave. Speaking about Bernie, he headed the field over the line as we went green again for a one-lap sprint to the finish line. He now had Grobler on his tail, while Sekudu and Herbst passed Willefear for 3rd and 4th. Out of the final corner, and de Gouveia takes his 3rd Class D win of the year, with Grobler and Sekudu completing the podium. Mostert took his maiden Class E win, with Rodriguez 2nd and Malamela just beating Jardim for 3rd. Anthony took his maiden Class F win, with Race 1 winner Budaya 2nd and also scooping the I2 Driver of the Day award. Sidat completed the podium. Our final race for the day was the 2nd Class A, B and C race. Let's get into it with Fabio Fedetto leading the field off the line. Galtieri and Smith quickly moved to the front of classes A and B. Pommersheim soon took the Class B lead, which Anand Naidu looked to have Class C under control. Neil and Fedetto were both running slowly, preventing Pommersheim from shaking off Smith. The battle continued at the front of Class A, but Galtieri running wide into Crowthorne on lap 2 allowed Naka the opportunity to make an easy pass. Yes, we did say that V8 was breathing fire. Speaking of fires, Gary Martins retired with a flame-grilled engine. Meanwhile, Smith passed Pommersheim for the Class B lead. Neil also parked it with something smoking. Lap 3 and Smith pulls away while Pommersheim is still unable to pass Vedetto. Whatever was wrong with Meyer's car still hampered him, but he soldiered on, third in Class B. Nick Naidu was closing in on the Class D leader Anand Naidu, while Van der Merwe kept a watchful eye. Into the crocodiles, and Nick makes his move stick. Lap 5 and further up the road, Pommersheim is still desperately trying to get past Class A's Vedetto, while Class B leader Smith continues to pull away. A puff of smoke from Naka, but no issues as he continues to lead Gauteng in Class A. Van der Merwe also passed Anand Naidu and was now running second in Class C, but not for long. On the penultimate lap, he retired. A close call for Gauteng as he slid on something on track. Naka took his second win of the day with Gauteng trailing him over the line. Further back, Lobsha completed the podium. A lap down, Meyer was the first Class B driver to cross the line and seal up third place. Things were hotting up at the front of Class B. Pommersheim finally found a way past Vedetto and caught up with Smith. However, a couple of last-ditch efforts through the final few corners were not enough to prevent Smith from making it 2 wins for the day. Nick Naidu also passed Vedetto en route to the Class C win. Anand Naidu held off Leonard Archer for second place after the latter passed Reynard Miller for the final podium spot. So, how does our points table look after an action-packed third round at the Kailami Grand Prix circuit? Lobsha increased his lead over Neil, with Vedetto still third. Naka and Gauteng opened their 2025 accounts after their respective double wins and second places. Smith extended his lead in Class B, while Meyer's perseverance paid off to see him ahead of Macrease, who missed round 3. Van der Merwe is now the third Class C leader after as many rounds. After breaking into Class C on Thursday, Varish Gampath slots into third place. Gampath's breakout resulted in a host of changes in Class D. De Gouveia retained the top spot and increased his lead over Kobler by another point. Rodriguez still heads up Class E from Mostert, with Malamela now third. Van Staden broke out of Class F and slots into the top 5. Sean Dodd didn't score but still leads Class F. However, Justin Brown is now just 1 point behind. Behind them, there were quite a few shake-ups. However, Dodd dropped out of the series top 5 as number 1 took over P1. Smith leads Rodriguez, Loebscher, De Gouveia and Van der Merwe. What will happen in round 4 when we return to Swartkops Raceway? Why don't you join us on the 17th of May at the Extreme Festival presented by Coca-Cola. That brings us to the end of this month's show. In May, we have our second Skid Pan Auto Cross of the year and round 4 of the BMW M Performance Parts Race Series. Oh, and we have another surprise in store for you as well. From me, Philippa Guana, and the entire BMW Club TV team, it's goodbye until next month.